Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Alfred, and in this video I'm going to be talking about a few different products from Ulanzi. Let's get stuck in. So in this video I'll be talking about the VL120C and VL200 BiColour LED COB lights, along with a couple of other accessories that go along with it. So the first one is the 120 watt RGB light. There's two versions available, the BiColour and RGB, which is the one I have. It is a bit more expensive, but you obviously do get a larger color range and more effects with it. You can choose to buy these lights by themselves or add an additional power adapter, which I would highly recommend if you plan to power these continuously. The other option is to power these with V-mount batteries, and they do sell these as well if you don't already own some. But just be aware that they don't ship to every country. So make sure to check the list in their description. And just comparing the BiColour version with the RGB in terms of light output, the BiColour is a bit brighter without a reflector, but does significantly increase with a reflector on, measuring 20,700 lux at a 1 meter distance, compared with only 12,800 lux for the RGB version. So which one you choose will depend on whether you need RGB or not, as you are sacrificing some light output. And speaking of reflectors, the lights themselves don't come with one, but you can purchase one from Ulanzi or many of the other brands that sell them, which uses a standard Bowens mount. The body is made of a hard plastic, which makes the unit very light and compact, but still very durable. And unless you're going to be using these lights in very rough conditions or expecting them to be thrown around a lot, they should hold up just fine in most cases. If you do plan to power the light using plug-in power, the port is located on the bottom of the unit. And the cable uses a locking screw connector to ensure it doesn't get yanked out accidentally. However, I have found that there isn't enough clearance if you want to tilt the light up or down, as unfortunately the cable does get caught on the yoke. You are still able to help guide it over the yoke if you need, but it's just not a seamless transition and honestly a bit of a hassle. They could have easily fixed this by either making the yoke taller or making a right angle version of the connector, which would allow for enough clearance over the yoke. The cable that runs from the light to the power adapter also isn't very long, so if you have the light on the taller stand, the power adapter will hang off the floor. The solution that I've currently set up is to attach a V-mount fixture to the light stand and the power adapter, which I fortunately had a few pieces left over from other unused gear. I just wish that Ulanzi would have provided something like this or made the cable longer. The light uses a Bowens mount for any light modifiers that you want to attach to it, like a softbox or a reflector. And a V-mount battery that attaches pretty easily on the back. You do get a better tilt angle with this battery option than with the cable plugged in, but you will still hit the yoke at its maximum ranges. All of the buttons and dials are quite solid and very responsive, and I haven't had any issues changing brightness or switching to different modes. The dial is very tactile, and any changes I make are instant, as shown on the display. And when switching to the RGB settings, you have the hue control, the saturation, and the brightness, which you can switch between by pressing on the center button of the dial. The light also comes with 20 preset effects to choose from, which you switch between using the dial. Some of the effects include TV, fire truck, fireworks, club, flames, strobe lights, and some other similar variations. So these may or may not be useful to you depending on what you're shooting. There's also an app available called Ulanzi Connect, which lets you connect and control multiple units individually or as a group, which is great if you want to control the light remotely or the light is too high up to reach. It's stated that you can control the light up to 30 meters away, and the responsiveness seems to be pretty instantaneous when changing settings. Using the app is very user-friendly and is quite nicely designed. It has been well thought out and removes the need to buy a separate controller. It's especially useful for changing between effects, as you can see all of them at once and it's much quicker to select one rather than dialing through one by one on the light unit itself. You can also save custom presets, giving you a bit more flexibility. They've also included some industry standard color gels to choose from. And surprisingly, you can even use your phone's camera as a color picker to closely match the color of any real-life object. In terms of weight, with the battery and reflector on the unit, it only comes to roughly 1.2 kilos, which is very light. And now onto the 200 watt BiColour version. And just like with the RGB version, you can buy the light by itself with an additional power adapter or with the mount batteries, or both if you wish. So the main difference besides the obvious power output is that it's slightly longer than the 120 watt. It also includes this handle, which can be useful when carrying the light or tilting it up or down. There's also DMX in and out ports on the bottom if that's something that you need. It also comes with two additional buttons, one for the DMX and Bluetooth settings and one for turning the fan on and off. However, you are limited to only 20% output with the fan turned off. There's also only 6 effects available on this light, as not being RGB, there's less possible variations and options. An important thing to note about this light is the required voltage needed, as most standard V-mount batteries use 14.4 to 14.8 volts, which for this light means that it can only power it up to 50% if using batteries. There are 26 volt batteries available if you do need to power the unit at 100%, but these are generally a lot more expensive. And this light comes in close to 1.5 kilos with the battery and reflector attached to it. And just like with the 120 watt light, the power adapter, once again, hangs off the ground due to the short length of the cable. One other thing that I've noticed is when the protective cap is on the 200 watt light, there isn't enough room for the yoke to go over the cap, unless you take the cap off first. Both of these lights use the exact same yoke, so it would appear that the 200 watt light, being a bit longer, encounters this problem, whereas the 120 watt light does not. This obviously isn't a deal breaker, but it is a minor inconvenience, as the lights can fit better when the yoke is at the back and flush with the unit, especially inside some particular bags or cases. Again, I may just be nitpicking here, but I do seem to encounter this problem every time I use the light. And talking about storing the lights, unfortunately the lights only come in a cardboard box with protective foam. It would have been nice to at least have the option to separately purchase a case for these lights, but luckily there are many other options out there to choose from. Overall, these lights are very lightweight, compact and versatile, with both wall and battery power options, as well as having decent power. I can definitely recommend these. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, there's a couple of additional items that I wanted to go over that I think would go well when paired with the lights. The first one is the carbon fiber portable light stand / camera tripod. It's a 5-section telescoping stand with a detachable center column, so you can take the center pole out if you wanted to use it as a monopod or lightweight boom pole. It has a large locking knob on the bottom and knobs on each of the sections, which are very robust and easy to tighten and loosen. its max height will vary depending on how you set up the legs, but will range from 157 to 194 centimeters and is rated to hold up to 6 kilograms. So it's able to hold a variety of lightweight items, but it does tend to sway a bit with larger and slightly heavier items when fully extended to the top. When fully folded down, it's only 47 centimeters long, which is very compact, even when compared to my second shortest stand, making it very easy to travel with and fitting in a lot of bags or cases. It also comes with a nice and compact carry bag that fits it perfectly with an attached shoulder strap. The stand is very lightweight, coming in at under a kilogram, even while in the carry bag. Overall, the stand is small, lightweight, and pretty sturdy. It is good for holding most small items or gear, but having thicker legs and sections would make it even more stable, especially for heavier objects, and also adding in some extra height would have been nice, as the current max height may not be enough in some scenarios. And finally, to the Softbox. This is the DS60 Quick Fold Flat Pack Octa Softbox, which currently is not showing up on the Ulanzi website. However, it is still available online in other places, so please do have a look around. There is also a larger version at 80 centimeters called the DS80. So what I really love about this softbox is just how quick and easy it is to set up. They've designed it in a way that it just snaps together, which I haven't really seen before from any other softbox, making this one of my favorite pieces of gear. And as with most other softboxes, included is a piece of diffusion and a honeycomb grid. So even with the softbox and battery attached to the light, it's light enough to just hold and use handheld for quick shooting or more restrictive spaces. The design incorporates two different tabs, one on each side of the mounting bracket. When pulled, one will release and fold the softbox in half. And the other side detaches from part of the bracket, making it easier to hold and remove the softbox from the light with your hand. This is a very clever design, and I wish that all softboxes would incorporate this. Ulanzi have come up with some pretty innovative products, and it looks like they're starting to catch up to some of the bigger brands in this category. I for one am excited to see what other things that they come out with in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then hit the subscribe and notification icon, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.